Home Again is a 2017 American romantic comedy film written and directed by Hallie Myers-Shire. In her directorial debut, it stars Reese Witherspoon, Nat Wolff, John Rudnitsky, Pico Alexander, Michael Sheen, and Candice Bergen, and follows a 40-year-old single mother who allows 3 young aspiring filmmakers to live with her in her Los Angeles home. The film was released on September 8, 2017, by Open Road Films and grossed $37 million worldwide. Now let's see what happens in the movie. Alice Kinney is the daughter of film director John Kinney, who made several prominent personal-focused films in his life but died some years ago. As she hits her 40th birthday, Alice is currently separated from her husband Austin, who has stayed in New York in his role as a music producer while Alice has moved back into her father's Los Angeles home with her daughters, Isabel and Rosie, to be closer to her mother, Lillian. Alice is also attempting to start her own interior design business. While out for a drink with her friends, Alice encounters Harry, George, and Teddy, 3 aspiring filmmakers in LA to make a pitch to possible producers after a short film they presented at a film festival received positive acclaim. Despite the 3 being in their late 20s, they hit it off with Alice and her friends, with Alice nearly sleeping with Harry before he passes out from intoxication. The next morning, George discovers a room containing John Kinney's old scripts and awards and realizes Alice's family history just as Lillian, Isabel, and Rosie return from the girls' night with their grandmother. Alice takes the girls to school while Lillian offers the young men breakfast, and is so won over by their compliments of John's old films that she offers them the guest house while they make their pitch. As the 3 stays in the house, they all become an important part of Alice's routine, as she develops a potential romantic interest in Harry while Teddy helps her set up a website for her business. George encourages Isabel to enter a script writing contest at school as part of an effort to pursue her own literary aspirations, with Isabel coming to rely on George for emotional support to deal with anxiety issues when it comes to her writing. The 3 young men also meet with Justin Miller, a director who is interested in funding their own project despite his past work focusing on horror movies. As Alice and Harry grow closer, she invites him to join her for a dinner with a couple of her friends. But Harry has a meeting with Miller about further funding opportunities that run over, prompting Alice to call off their potential romantic relationship the following morning. Depressed when she realizes that her first potential client has basically been treating her more like general hired help without taking any of her design suggestions seriously. Alice is further thrown when Austin unexpectedly arrives in Los Angeles, claiming that he is uncomfortable about having 3 strangers living with his family. When Harry learns that Teddy and George have been pursuing independent projects, he becomes bitter at the belief that they have no faith in his own work, prompting him to leave the house. Teddy's dislike of Austin's subtle manipulations culminates in a fight between the 2 just as Alice returns from picking up her daughters from school. But although Alice agrees with Austin that it may be time for the others to move out, she informs Austin that she wants an official divorce. George and Teddy reconcile with Harry and find their own apartment, with Harry accepting the other 2's decision to pursue other opportunities on top of their own work. A week later, Alice visits the boys' new apartment to apologize for how things turned out, assuring them that she still wants them to be a part of her family. Harry apologizes to Alice, declaring that she's too good for him. On the day of Isabel's school play, the 3 men have a meeting with a potential investor in their project. But when the meeting overruns and the client expresses ideas that are not in line with their own vision of the film, Harry cuts it short so that they can get to the play, just making it in time for the start. George's presence backstage reassures a nervous Isabel, while he is also implied to hit it off with her teacher. That evening, the strange family has a dinner to celebrate Isabel's success, with young Rosie making a comment about the actor who played her dad. Everyone looks at her, dumbfounded. She shrugs and asks, "What? Was it not about us?"